Hello everybody, this is Albert, your Medicare Maniac, and I am going to go over your Medicare prescription drug coverage, your Part D. This unfortunately is the most confusing part of Medicare. So I'm going to break this down. I am using the Medicare and You book, the 2020 edition, and I'm going to break it down into different sections. And the first section I'm going to begin with is just in general, Medicare prescription drug coverage Part D. So let's begin. I'm on page 73. Turn with me, please. How does Medicare prescription drug coverage Part D work? Medicare prescription drug coverage is an optional benefit. Medicare drug coverage is offered to everyone with Medicare. Even if you don't use prescription drugs now, you should consider joining a Medicare drug plan. If you decide not to join a Medicare drug plan when you're first eligible and you don't have other credible prescription drug coverage or get extra help, you'll likely pay a late enrollment penalty if you join a plan later. Generally, you'll pay this penalty for as long as you have Medicare prescription drug coverage. See page 77 and 78. To get Medicare prescription drug coverage, you must join a plan approved by Medicare that offers a Medicare drug coverage. Each plan can vary in cost and specific drugs covered. Visit medicare.gov/plan-compare for more information about plans in your area. So in that first paragraph, there was two blue statements: credible prescription drug coverage, extra help. And so I'm going to explain a few of these terms in the next couple of slides. That medicare.gov/plan-compare is a very important part of your drug coverage, because there you can input all of your medications, and Medicare will do a comparison. They have a software system that will compare all your costs and tell you which plan will give you the best cost, the best bang for your buck on your prescription drugs. It's something that you need to become familiar with, and I will eventually record another training on that later. Now, the next statements. There are two ways to get your Medicare prescription drug coverage. You can have a Medicare prescription drug plan. These plans, sometimes called PDPs, add drug coverage to original Medicare. So that means, forgive me, that you have your Medicare card and you go out and purchase a separate prescription drug card. Going on. These plans, sometimes called PDPs, add drug coverage to original Medicare. Some Medicare cost plans, some Medicare private fee-for-service plans, and Medicare medical savings accounts, MSA plans. You must have Part A and or Part B to join a prescription drug plan. So you can have one or the other, or you can have both. Either way, you can get Part D if you only have Part A or if you only have Part B. Continuing on, number 2, Medicare Advantage plans or Medicare health plans that offer prescription drug coverage. You'll get all of your Part A, Part B, and prescription drug coverage Part D through these plans. Medicare Advantage plans with prescription drug coverage are sometimes called MAPDs. Remember, you must have Part A and Part B to join a Medicare Advantage plan, and not all of these plans offer drug coverage. So those are very important points in item number 2. In either case, you must live in the service area of the Medicare drug plan if a drug plan you want to join. Both types of plans are called Medicare drug plans in this handbook. Continuing on, we're now on page 74. Important, if you have employer or union coverage, call your benefits administrator before you make any changes or sign up for any other coverage. Signing up for other coverage could cause you to lose your employer or union health and drug coverage for you and your dependents. If you lose your employer or union coverage, you may not be able to get it back. If you want to know how Medicare prescription drug coverage works with other drug coverage you may have, see page 58. Now, I'm going to define a few terms. Credible prescription drug coverage simply means prescription drug coverage For example, from an employer or union that's expected to pay on average at least as much as Medicare standard prescription drug coverage. People who have this kind of coverage, when they become eligible for Medicare, can generally keep that coverage without paying a penalty if they decide to enroll in Medicare prescription drug coverage later. The next topic, the next vocabulary word is service area, a geographic area where a health insurance plan accepts members if it limits membership based on where you live. For plans that limit which doctors and hospitals you may use, it's also generally the area where you can get routine, non-emergency services. This plan may disenroll you if you move out of the plan service area. So if you live in a region like Houston, Texas, Dallas, Texas, your plans are going to be focused in that area, and you must use them in the area that you're located. Now, some plans do offer, national networks where you can use them outside of where you live. So it's something that you need to consider. That concludes this portion of Part D, Medicare prescription drug coverage. Thank you very much for your time. Have a blessed day.